Welcome back to our Not All Websites Are Created Equal presentations. Today we're going to talk about just how easy it is to manipulate how you access information. In this episode we talked about how easy it was to manipulate search results and get articles that trigger people into their points of view and into their social media feed and into their search engines. We're going to use the same article that we used in the last episode to talk about how easy and how different it can be to manipulate how you consume media and how you access it to begin with. Now we're going to take the same Trade Sebastian Aho article again, and we're going to look at on the screen how it looks if you access our Twitter handle and you see this article on a PC. We produce our articles and push them out to the Canes fans using Twitter, and so we do that, and there are various ways that that article is going to look. This is what it looks like on a PC. This is the same article that comes out, but this is what it would look like on Twitter using a smart device. If you've got a smart device and you go on our Twitter page, this is what that same article is going to look like on a smartphone. So let's ask the questions. What is different? What is the same? What was similar? That has a picture. It's got the same picture as Sebastian Aho. The title is the same. You're going to see Twitter handles. You're going to see the website. What's different? The PC has a short description of the article underneath the title. Now, the question is posed, how do you think most people accessed my article? And the answer is a mobile device. More people have and use smart devices than have running water in their homes. You see some statistics on the screen there. 83% of people in 2018, and this is 2018, 83% of the information accessed at home is done by a mobile device. Okay, you see in 2019, 53% of young people by the age of 19 have access or own a smartphone. And then by 2020, only 3.8 billion people have access to running water in their homes, and that is the WHO in 2020. So you see here, more people have smart devices than running water in their homes, and that is going to affect how you consume digital media and digital resources. You have to stress, be careful where you search. Neither one of these two options are better than the other, but you have to be careful where and how you search for media. Using mobile devices versus computers will make it harder to find traditional clues about the credibility intent of the information, and you might miss information. Now, I'm going to point to the purple arrow down here. Could this have stopped some of the hate tweets that I got that we saw in the last episode? If they had taken some time, accessed this on a PC, they would have seen a brief description about the article that they were about to click on. And so there's the difference between the two in how they access. You still have all of the same things. You've got a picture, you've got the same picture, you've got the Twitter handles, you've got a title, you have the website, but you do not have that description in the mobile experience. Going back to the previous episode, we talked about how easy it was to create a triggering website and a triggering article, even if the article is saying something that is completely genuine and completely untriggering. It is very easy to manipulate the information. And so all I had to do was create a good title for Twitter to get it noticed. This is what my article looks like on the website. If you access it straight from the website and into a search engine on a PC. The title says it all. If you access an article on the PC website, Okay, we're going to talk a little bit about the community reading experience. This is the social experience of consuming content online that includes likes, shares, and comments. The more interaction an article has, the higher up it ends up in search engine results and in social media feeds. And here's the prime example. My article was posted at 3:57 p.m. on December 28th, 2022. A comment that was made a little over 2.5 hours later was still receiving over 1,900 views. So you see that the more comments that are being made, the more people are going to see the article. The more people that see the article, the more people click on the article, and ultimately, the more I am going to get paid. But the more the people that see the article, the more comments they're also going to be making. The more comments they are also going to be making, the higher it ends up in a search engine result, and it ends up in more people's social media feed. As we talk about the community reading experience, one of the things that we need to mention is doxing, and that is the posting of personal information, whether it be the address, license plate number, telephone number, personal pictures, anything to facilitate face-to-face conflict or personal or professional harm. Now, I mentioned in the first episode, and I'll mention it here again, I am being nice, but I could be showing faces and naming names as we talk about some of the hate tweets that I got from this particular article. Now, it also does give me an opportunity to use the fun little icons that you see on the screen. You got a gopher and you got a canoe with a paddle. That's pretty funny. But I could be going after people's homes and houses and businesses and professions simply from hate tweets online. So remember, if you are triggered by articles that you consume online, we've got to go back to that previous episode and talk about controlling your responses, determining whether the article is valid, useful, and can be used in research and projects, or if it's something that's meant to trigger and only get responses. And then you have to manage your responses to those. People can post very hateful things out there, and you can have consequences because of that. Once again, we'd like to throw out a shout out to Heather Barkley, Jennifer Cassidy, and Linda Dextre, who helped us create this presentation, talking about the 4 lenses that you need to look through as you consume digital media.